Welcome, and I am your host, Tapopriya, to Xaltius Spotlight, where we bring you inspiring stories of our learners who have taken a bold step to upskill and transform their future in tech. Today, I'm joined by Muhammad Ibrahim Aman, and he's a passionate learner from our DS and AI, that is Data Science and Artificial Intelligence course. He is from our batch 19 at Xaltius Academy. We'll dive into his journey, what drove him to explore data science and AI, and how this program has impacted his path. So, Muhammad, welcome, and it's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to say that I'm grateful to be invited into the spotlight session and given the opportunity to talk about my experiences and my background with Xaltius Academy. I'm, I'm really happy.
Thank you. Thank you. So let us just start by getting a little bit about your introduction and background. So can you start by telling us a little bit about what you used to do and what your current role is, your academic journey, or what you were doing before you joined the course?
Yes, definitely. Want to introduce by saying that I always had a background in computer science. Since I was young, I had interest in computer science of how the computer works and what the AI is about. So I've done my secondary school background in computer science. And then later on, I decided to pursue my bachelor degree in software engineering. So after that, when I did my degree, they didn't taught us about the data science much. So I was pretty curious to know what the data science about, why there's hype, and why everyone likes to join it so much. So I decided to do some shallow dive into some small courses of data science. And after I saw that it in fact is actually interesting for me, and that's something I can pursue further. So I decided to check for further data science courses, and that's how it bring me to Exaltis Academy. So first of all, I got introduced to Xaltius Academy through an ad in Facebook. I saw its 6 months data science course, and I decided to give my contact details. And then I was followed up by a program manager, and then she told me pretty nicely about the program and advantages and benefits. So I looked into it, and then I saw that there were other programs being offered. At first, I was confused if I should choose data science or cybersecurity. But then when I saw the data science, what excited me was the fact that they were teaching a lot of practical tools, a lot of practical tools in the span of 5 to 6 months with the hands-on learning and capstone projects and guided sessions. And the fees were pretty affordable. And I saw that it had a stress-free environment. So that ultimately gave me the decision to choose this program.
So we have heard about what you were doing, and we heard about how you came into the field of tech data science, and you were confused about data science or cybersecurity, and you were inspired by how data science is. So can you let us know in details a little bit more that how the world of data science and artificial intelligence actually initially inspired you?
Yes, definitely. So first, I've seen the data science, and I was pretty intimidated because I've heard there was a lot of mathematics and a lot of coding in there. But then when I started doing my journey, I saw that it was not only just some heavy things, but there were also some pretty visuals and analytics, and there were some pretty interesting stuff which is to do with data science. It was not only about analysis and coding, but also about the output which you bring to it. That made me pretty excited, and I thought that I could also do it, and I could follow up with some initial beginnings to the advanced coding.
Okay, so now let us learn a little bit about why you chose Exaltius Academy and the batch 19 DSNEI program. What
Yes.
was your main motive behind choosing Exaltius, to be very precise?
Absolutely. My main motive of choosing Exaltius was because I saw how they were teaching so many tools and so many programs in a span of 5, 6 months. How I would feel that once I get to learn through all that, I'll become confident in myself as a data scientist and an AI person, and I'll be willing to go further with the projects. I saw that how they were willing to offer hands-on learning on the projects. They promised to give you projects and give you some guided mentorship, and the support system was great.
Right.
All of this gave me the motivation to think that Exaltius is definitely the right place to start. I saw that there were not heavy prerequisites, there were not heavy requirements, and it had affordable fees. So it was really a good motivating place for anyone who is not sure if to start in data science can begin their journey.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I also want to know where there were any, standout features like you talked about the mentorship and you talked about how you received help. So I really want to know what stood out more to you, the mentorship, the real world projects, or the course flexibility that, influenced your decision more.
Yes, what stood out to me was the fact that there was a lot of flexibility in the schedule and that it was made for working professional. Even though I'm not a working professional, but I saw how the classes were only taken in weekends and how there was overall flexibility in doing the program, and how there were batches of few people in the class and they are guided and taught by the same mentor and they're taken from start to finish. This is something I really like about the Xaltius.
Absolutely. Now, coming to what you like, the learning experience. So, what topics or tool did you enjoy learning the most? Was it Python, machine learning, Power BI, or the AI models?
Mm. To be honest, it's difficult to choose because I liked all the classes in session. But if I have to pick anything, I would pick the Python classes. The reason for that is because it was long and not in a bad way. It was long, so it gave us an opportunity to learn about programming and coding and what things are run by the systems and AI. And it gave us an opportunity to do hands-on learning on the programming. Mentor took us from start to finish. She told us about how the programming works and answered our questions, no matter how much we are confused. And it gives us an opportunity to practice, work together each other, and help each other. It strengthened our confidence and build our motivation to go further. After that, what I like was generative AI classes. Although they were few, it was an opportunity for us to be grouped together in breakout rooms, and then we were given prompts which we did together, and then we shared our result. It was pretty fun, and we had good laugh out of it.
Great. So, you did let us know that you were not working at that time, but you did have your own responsibilities, like your daily routine and everything. So, I just wanted to know that how did you manage your studies alongside with your daily responsibilities? And even if you were working, do you think that you could manage both?
Yes, definitely. As a non-working person, balancing workload and study was pretty easy for me. What I did was to just join classes in the weekend, and after that, I used the week as an opportunity to revise and practice the slides and material which they have given. But for a working professional, I would definitely say that this course is suitable because there are classes only in 2 days a week, and the attendance not always mandatory. Because even if you miss a class, they still give a pre-recorded video for you to watch at your convenience, and then you have a whole week to practice, revise, and see the material which they have given to you in the LMS. So I would definitely say that working or busy life is not a hesitation for you while taking this course.
Absolutely. So now coming to my most favorite topic, that is the hands-on project that our students gets to do. So did you work on capstone projects or any assignments that really helped you, apply what you learned for all these months?
Yes, definitely. I worked on the assignments which they have given on the own time, and then I definitely work all my energy out in a Casson project. Initially, I was intimidated. I wasn't sure if I would able to apply the practical skills or not. But what I really like about the Casson project was how it simulated the real world experience. It gave me the insight of how data scientists work, how they're given the original messy data, and how to clean the data, how to perform some analytics, how to make some models, and how to build dashboards out of it. It told me the story of how data science take a very messy and unstructured data and to make it into something which is presentable and something which can derive insights for executive and senior managers. What I also really liked was that how it gave us training on PowerPoints and how to make slides and how to present it to executives or to higher ups. It gave me confidence and made me understand that this field is for me and that I can go further with the projects. And some support from the
Great.
mentor also great.
Great to hear that. So, how did these practical experiences help you? As you said, that it helped you boost your confidence. So, how do you think it boosted your confidence in using AI in real scenario?
Yes, definitely. It gave me the confidence in understanding how how data science works, how the analysis is done, and how the AI is used in real scenarios. Before, I only have heard about it, but I never saw that in action. So this gave me an opportunity to go beyond the abstraction and for me to see what actually is happening behind the scenes. And it told me that it's not something super complicated or fancy, that it can be done in a simple computer with some knowledge and skill set, and that can be performed at your own pace.
Absolutely. So now coming to career application. So have you started using the skills that you gained, in your job or any of your personal project or freelance work?
Right now, I'm still not a working professional, but I'm very eager and intend to use the skills which I've learned from the project into the future, whether doing some other courses or taking some other projects and applying this and understanding how data science work from start to the end. It give me a confidence and give me more knowledge so I actually know what I'm doing and that it's not all guesswork.
So, since you have already entered this industry of tech, so how do you think this program has shaped your view about the tech industry and your career direction?
Mm. And this program has told me about the data science industry. It told me what the hype is about and that it's still booming and it's progressing really fast and that there's no sign of it dying anytime soon, even if AI is coming everywhere. It told me that even if someone has not been using the skills of AI, they could still progress pretty well in data science, have some knowledge, get some familiarity, and then go forward with the tools which are relevant and which are something which is still being used by the industry. It gave me the confidence to pursue my data science career further, take some further advanced specialization in AI, do some do some mathematics groundings, and then go further in generative and agentic AI. It gave me the motivation to go pursue all that thanks to this Xaltius Academy program.
Great, great to hear that. That you're motivated to, delve deeper into this field. Great. Now, coming to the support and the community that we have at Exaltius, how was your experience with our instructors, the learning platform, and the support team?
Mm. First of all, I was pretty surprised to see how great the community was, how supportive they were, how kind they were. There was no fear or there was no strictness or harshness towards anywhere. The instructor was great. She took us from start to finish. She answered all of our questions. She was very friendly, was supportive, and she did our best to answer as much questions as she can. Then she sent us materials later on so that we can review and see. LMS was also pretty good. I was surprised how it was AI integrated. It generated AI summaries and solutions for the lecture so that you could review through in case you missed. And the platform has built-in schedules and deadlines in it so that it makes sure that you will not miss your projects. And support team was really great. Whenever I had problems or confusions, support team would come at me quickly. They would solve the questions within few hours, and they would make sure that we would not face that problem again. I was frankly pretty satisfied with the support and response which I've been getting from the community. And it's one of the best part about Exaltius.
Great to hear that. So, did you feel like, of course, I know what the answer will be, but did you feel guided and encouraged during your time in the program?
Yes, definitely. I feel guided and encouraged, not just by the mentor, but by my fellow learners, which I've been learning from. It was a two-way process where we helped each other. I helped them with things we did not understand, and they helped me with things which I did not understand. And it was a similar fluency which we had with our mentor. It was not only one way about mentor teaching us, but it was both ways, where she learned from our experience and background, and where she could teach us about the skills and provide some friendly bonding between each other.
Right, absolutely. Now, coming to a very interesting phase of your life, you have completed your data science course, certification course. Now, what's next? So, now that you have, completed everything, what are you thinking about? Are you looking for, to specialize, further new role? You're getting into new roles, or you want to get certified in the advanced areas which you were talking previously about?
After doing this course, what I'm interested in is to take the AI further, get some more understanding about mathematics behind it, its functions, and what algorithm it uses, and then take it further to do advanced certifications on generative AI and agentic AI and all kind of technologies which is being used nowadays. So this Exaltius program gave me a good solid base for me to understand where to move next, and I'm willing to go in this career without much
So, are
change.
Yeah, so are there any particular industries or field where you're hoping to apply your DS and AI expertise, like in some other industry?
Hmm. Yes, I'm open for any industry and work, but what I'm mostly keen about using data science AI is either in business and using some projects or taking some work from the clients and then using in a healthcare system because my family background is also in healthcare. So I would love to use my data science and AI and how to improve the processes and how to generate results which could be helpful for patients and for other hospitals.
Great thought and great initiative from your end. So, coming to the final reflections, what advice would you give to someone who's thinking about learning data science and AI but feels, hesitant to start?
My advice for those who are hesitant to start data science would be that hesitation is normal. It's understandable because the field is very vast. You'll hear a lot of technical words and jargons, but to not hesitate about it. What's important to know is that data science is built on two major fields. It's built on statistics and then maths, a lot of maths, and there's coding. But it's not all just very difficult things. There are also branches which you can go in. There's a path of non-coding in which you can focus on what data analytics do, build visuals, build graphs, build dashboards, and then there's a coding path. What you have to do is before starting is to have a clear mindset and understand what your interest in it is in, and then move forward with it. And for anyone who's hesitating to start a journey, I would highly recommend Xaltius 6 month data science course, which holds your hand and takes from beginning from Excel and PowerPoint to the advanced Python courses and generative AI, and will help you to enter this field just like it did for me. And best of luck for the journey.
Great. And any final message for the Exaltis community or those who are considering joining this particular program?
And first of all, I would like to thank Exalted for giving me an opportunity to do all that learning together, build practical skills, and give me confidence in the industry, and for the opportunity to talk about a spotlight session. What I would say is that I'm definitely eager to take my career with Exaltis further and look forward to doing any courses with Exaltis, and that you all should also start doing it too. It's flexible, it's easy, and it's just one click away. Contact the support manager, and then you start beginning your journey now.
So thank you, thank you. Thanks a lot for such an enlightening session that you provided to all our students. And I hope a lot of people will get influenced by your story and they will also join this field. So thank you and hope to see you in more of our further courses, as you said.
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure. And I hope to be in the further courses and perhaps give them a chance to talk about Spotlight session as well. So luck and thank you
Right.
very much.
Absolutely. And if you're watching this and you are also inspired by his story and you also want to explore how your career is going to boom in data science and AI, definitely contact us and join our batches today.